Good morning, everybody. It is a nice brisk spring day here in Greentown, Pennsylvania, near Lake Wallenpaupack. I'm up at my cabin right now, and today's project is figuring out a way to fix that mess over there. This wood pile is just not doing it for me. I got a lot of rotten wood here because it gets wet, and don't have a way to integrate the new wood in that I want, the green wood that I want to age. So I'm going to try to build something that will make this situation a little bit better. So I figured I'd just capture a little bit of it here, and maybe it'll help someone, who knows. But at any rate, we'll get to work on this, and it's Friday morning right now. It'll probably take me most of the weekend to do this project because kind of working, kind of playing. And I have a few meetings today that I'm going to have to attend, and I got to go get all the lumber and everything. So probably most of the build will happen on Saturday, and maybe even finish up on Sunday morning. So anyway, here we go. So the first thing I got to do is I got to get all this wood out of the way, because I'm actually going to build the new wood shed on this same spot. So first job is to get this tarp off, get all this wood exposed, and move it over here uphill a little bit up to the out of the way so I can start building. So up here in northeast Pennsylvania, the ash borer is a real big problem. It's killing ash trees by the millions in the state. And the previous owners had, I think, about 7 trees taken down on the lot, and that's what made most of this pile. But one of the things they've done is they saved every damn branch. So now this wood pile is a mix of decent logs and a lot of this small crap that's, I guess, great kindling, but not great for stacking. So I'm just kind of separating it out. They also built right on the ground, so there's a lot of rotten wood in here as well. So I'm trying to get rid of the stuff that's rotten, this twig stuff, and then the wood pile. So I actually have like 3 piles going on here, and we'll see how it ends up at the end. All right, so I got about 2/3 of this done, and the alarm just went off, and I got to go inside. I have a couple meetings for a few hours that will keep me out here until I won't be back out till later on this afternoon. But anyway, you can see what I've gotten done here. I've gotten done probably about 8 of the 12 feet or so, and the one surprise I didn't expect, there are pressure treated boards under here, so I may not need to build a new foundation. I might be able to build my my new one right off of this. But if you look closely here, you can see how there's a lot of little thin sticks and branches mixed in with the actual logs. So what I'm doing is I'm splitting them out. So actually, let's go over here. So over there is some new green wood that I purchased not that long ago, about a 1/4 cord. That'll be next year's wood. And then this pile here is all the rotten stuff that, a 20-inch log weighs about 14 ounces because it's all dry rotted. Here's the pile of all the little sticks. I think I will probably keep them separate as either kindling, or maybe use them around the fire pit or whatever. And then here's the bulk of the wood that came from the pile. This is what will be stacked into the new wood shed. And then over here by the house, I have a bunch of rounds. These are things that I've just collected off the side of the road. That's kind of my new hobby now that I have this place up here. I actually ride around. I keep a chainsaw in my truck, and when I'm riding down the road and I see a tree down, or I see what looks like good wood on the side of the road, I pull over, I cut it up, throw it in my truck, and bring it home. And I realized that we're trying to use our cabin up here as a 4-season cabin, and you can go through some firewood. The alternative is the electric baseboard heaters, and that's damn expensive. So I ain't going to feel guilty about stopping on the side of the road and getting free wood when I can. So for now, that's it, guys. I'll be back out later on this afternoon to finish up dismantling this wood pile, and then we'll see where we go from there. Done. Now time to clean this site up and see if we can build on it. So I think this might actually work out a little better than I had hoped. The dimensions of my shed are 54 inches deep by 100 inches wide. And looking at the base here and what's available, I've got it here. So what I think I'm going to do is these long boards are plenty good, but I need to get something, bring it a little further out. So I think I'll take some of those pieces from the back that are kind of in the wood, and that'll give me a little buffer there. And I'll pull them and I'll bring them up here to the front. And I just got to make sure I level these out, and I have stone on the property that I can use to level them out. And then I can build right on that. I might put a couple bricks under it, set a brick on the wood, and then do my framing on top of that, but at least the bricks will be sitting on a level foundation. And yeah, I think that'll be really cool. So I think we should be in good shape. Awesome. So now I got to make the run to Lowe's in Scranton, PA, and go pick up my lumber. And that's the one downside here. Whenever you do a project, nothing's close by. Everything's a 45-minute drive or an hour's drive. So most of my afternoon will be spent just going and getting all the lumber. And then tomorrow we'll try to get this leveled out. We'll get all the cuts done and then start putting nails to lumber, screws to lumber, and we'll see how it goes. So we'll check in later. Good morning, folks. It's Saturday and we're going to get back at it. Got the fire pit going. It's about 29 degrees right now, so I'm going to try to stay warm. See, got my assistant today. Frank is here. Say hi, Frank. Cindy came up last night, so now I got Frank here to help me and supervise. So we're going to get back at it here. First thing got to do is level off the foundation and start cutting wood and building up some screws, some bases. We'll see you. All right, so I've got the foundation pretty much done. Luckily, I have a big ass pile of stone near my driveway that was left here when I bought the house, and finally found something to use that with. So just basically screed it across that middle board to get the stone pretty level. It ain't perfect, but it's a woodshed. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then over here, got my little workshop set up over on the picnic table. I got the chop saw set, and I have my cut list for all my wood. Here's all the lumber and everything I bought last night. So we've got all that. So I'm gonna get everything cut down to size. So once I have it all cut, I should be able to just start driving screws and getting this thing put together. Got a little fire going in the fire pit, and it's warming up. It's a beautiful sunny day, but it is chilly. It's still it's probably in the upper 30s today. Not as warm as I had hoped, but making progress so far. I'll check in a little later. Well, I'll tell you what, the cutting took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. but it's done now. So now all the lumber's cut in pieces, ready to go. Now it's time to just start putting all this stuff together, right? Got a good level foundation here, so we'll build it right up on top of that, and should be pretty good. I mean, I'm going to get started today. Doubt I'm going to finish it, but we'll see what happens, and get as much as we can done, and then do the rest next weekend when I come back. All right, well, finally got the base done, and it looks pretty good, and it's nice and level. You can see I put some bricks underneath it between the pressure treated wood on the bottom and then the actual frame itself. And yeah, I'm pretty happy, man. It came out nice and level and nice and square, or square as I could get anyway, but pretty close. And yeah, on to the next step. And I think I'll backfill a little bit in here with some more stone at some point. But yeah, for now it's good, and we'll move on to the next step. All right, I'm done for the night, folks. Didn't get nearly as far as I wanted to, but essentially I'm going to leave it at that. We got the post up, got a couple temporary braces there, and I'll start on the floor and the walls when I come back next week. So it's going to have to stay like that for now, and just going to get cleaned up here. Still got some lumber left. I'm going to be covering that up for the week. So I don't know what kind of weather we have coming. But yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So of course it takes longer than you expect. But yeah, so far it looks great. I think it's the end result. The end product's going to be awesome. So yeah, here we go. We'll see you guys in a couple days. Hey folks, it is Wednesday evening now. I came back up to the house on Tuesday night, worked from here today, and finished up. So it's about 6 o'clock now, and I'm going to try to get an hour or so of work in. As you can see, out here we just got the woodshed is what it is. I started getting the floor down. So tonight I'm hoping to get the floor down and maybe start getting some of the cross members on the back or the sides up, and yeah, and then call it a day. So we'll see how this thing plays out, and I'll check back in as we make a little bit more progress. Note to self, I ordered my all the lumber and everything from the Big Blue lumber yard, and I did that to save time. So all I had to do was just show up and just pick it up, you know, curbside. And it was all this lumber plus all the screws and everything. If I had been in a store, I would have chosen the screws I wanted. When I ordered online, it didn't dawn on me to select star drive versus Phillips head. So all the screws I got that they loaded up are Phillips head screwdriver, and that sucks. They're just, star drive is so much easier. So note to self, learn Bert, don't do it again. All right, floor's done. That's in. Tell you what, these screws are an absolute pain, but it's done. Now we're going to start on the back, putting the cross members across the back. So hopefully this will go pretty quickly. All right, we're gonna call it a night. Start cleaning up and maybe get some dinner. Got the sides and the back complete. So next step will be to install the rafters, and I'll start that tomorrow after work. And getting the roof should be fun as far as trying to do that by myself. So I got a ladder, I got some braces, and some clamps. We'll just try to get them up there, get them clamped in place, and then put screws on. So pretty good progress considering it's a work night, and I worked a full day today and then started doing this. So got the floor on, got the back and the sides, so that's pretty good. So hopefully finish it up tomorrow. We'll check in then. See you, have a great night. All right, good morning folks. So here we are, we're going to try to finish this up today, and today we're going to be moving on to the rafters. So what you can see here with the rafters, we have 2x6 rafters, and they are cut at a 10-degree angle front and back. And what I've done in the front is I've kind of married up a little scrap piece of wood there that's cut to the same angles at a 19-inch overhang off of the front. So that means the roof will overhang here and protect the wood from weather coming in this side. And yeah, so I'm going to get these rafters up, get the two side ones on, and then I think I have to put fascia boards on, and then once the fascias are on, then we can attach the remaining rafters and then get up to the roof at some point today. So yeah, that's where I am. So we'll check back in, and we'll get a little more videos as we're moving along here. All right, well, we're making some progress. Got the outer rafters on, then I attached the fascia on the front and rear. Just put in a center rafter as well. Now there's going to be a couple more rafters, I think, in the middle, and there's also going to be boards attached to the end caps here. So yeah, making good progress. All right, so the next step was to replace the screws in all the corners with these architectural screws. That's these big old things. They're 2 7/8 inches, and they're a really heavy gauge, much stronger than traditional deck screws. It said to remove the screws and then put the architectural ones in. I'm like, why? Let's over-engineer it, Bert. Let's leave the screws in and just add the big black ones. So on all four corners, front and side, and same thing in the back, we added a bunch of architectural screws. So this thing is over-engineered, just like everything I do. And I guess we can accommodate for the fact that it ain't totally square, so it's probably not as super strong as it would be if it were totally square, but I got so much screws and stuff in there, this thing ain't coming down. It'll outlive me. So just keep on moving on. All right, the structure is complete, and I'm proud of myself. No extra wood, so everything's cool here. Literally, my biggest mistake on this was the very last piece of wood. This last roofing support, I cut about 3/4 of an inch short. Don't know how the hell that happened, but it's fine. It's only supporting the corrugated roofing. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with how this thing turned out. Looks awesome. So now, next step is the corrugated sheet metal roofing. So I'll get that out of the shed, get it cut down, and then dry fit and get it put on there, and hopefully I bought enough. So yeah, check in as we're doing that. And it is done. Really pleased with how it turned out. Got the roof and the roof rafters on this afternoon. Got the corrugated roofing installed, and now I just am going to put stone all around the perimeter to help with drainage and to maybe keep animals out from going underneath. And I'm thinking that I might add on here to this side and build some shelving that I can use as kindling storage. So if you look, I got this giant wood pile, and I'll be stacking this back inside, but there's also this whole pile of smaller limbs that I think I might just put some shelves here on the side, almost like cubby holes, and I can store all the smaller branches there. Let me climb back here and I'll get a look at what the roof looks like. Pretty simple, just a corrugated metal roof, nothing fancy. And yeah, this thing's pretty awesome. So compared to where it was before, I'm pretty happy with it. I would say it probably took me, I don't know, maybe about 9 or 10 hours of building time to do it, knowing that I'm certainly a DIYer, and it shows there's, you know, it's not completely square. The roof panels aren't great. I mean, it is what it is, right? But it's a lot better than what I had before, so I'm pretty excited for it. Total cost of this project, for lumber, I purchased everything at Lowe's, so buying all of the pressure treated lumber, the screws, the corrugated roofing was just under $500 total. So not inexpensive, but certainly not crazy expensive either. So I think anyone could do this if you have a need for it. I'm not sure how much it will hold, but it will be 2 rows deep, and I'll be able to rotate, you know, seasoned versus greenwood. Yeah, every year we'll just do that process. But yeah, pretty excited, and I hope you guys enjoyed this build, and wish you luck if you take something on like this yourself. You can do it. And for that, I will say thanks for watching, and for supporting Bert's Adventures. Bye bye. We'll see you soon.